So welcome everyone to the AI for School Owners workshop. We're going to be covering a lot of different tools, techniques, tactics, and tips for using AI within your martial arts school to help you simplify your life, make you work less, and generate more leads and revenue for your schools. Key thing, try and keep yourself muted unless you've got a question. We'll try and save the questions to the end of each section so we don't get interrupted. So if something pops into your head, just write it down quickly and then we'll ask at the end. That way we don't get loads of questions interrupting the flow of what we're going to be doing. There's going to be a bit of work where you're going to be doing a bit of work today because I don't want it to be just me chatting at you for 3 hours. So there's going to be a few bits where I'm going to ask you to do things. If you can do them live with me, it will make it easier for everyone. So we don't have loads of questions about that either. So it is recording. Share my screen. And then just give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Yay, good. Okay. So this is the PDF that you're going to get with the workshop today. So obviously you're going to get the recording and you're going to get this PDF. This PDF kind of explains in detail a lot of the stuff I'm covering. And it also has links to certain bits of software that you can use. And it has links to training and videos that you can use as well. So you'll get this as part of this presentation. So why AI matters for martial arts school owners and instructors? Because AI is now becoming the standard for how things get done in the world. A lot of the admin that we do, a lot of the marketing that we do, a lot of the lead follow-up that we do, a lot of the customer service that we do takes us a lot of time, effort, headache, stress, and energy that could be better focused on teaching great classes, training our staff and our team, helping our students. But as you know, we get caught up in the day-to-day admin of running a school. And the bigger your school gets, the more admin it generally creates. And the more you're running around sorting admin, putting out fires and dealing with problems that you've created. So what AI will help us do is save time. So if you put a lot of the AI that I'm going to cover today into your business, you're going to save 5 to 10 hours per week that you were previously doing using the AIs and the automations we're talking about today. You should be able to increase your content output by at least 2 to 3 times. Got some latecomers jumping in. Let me admit all the latecomers. So guys, if you're late, we've just started. We just started talking about how AI affects school owners. If you could mute yourselves, please, because that will really help me with the recording. So make sure you're on mute. Thank you very much. So yeah, it's going to save you a lot of time using AI within your schools. You're going to increase the amount of content that you can create, whether that be social media posts, videos, email sequences, things like that. So all of that is going to increase in output, and you should be able to improve your response to inquiries, leads, and follows up. Someone's not muted. I'm going to track you down. I'm tracking. You're going to get told off. David Putnam, it was you. Gotcha. Naughty. Stuart, you're not muted either, so I'm going to mute you. All right. Thank you, guys. Let's go back to the tab. Okay. So AI is not going to replace you yet, but it will multiply your efforts. So what you're currently doing, you'll be able to do a lot more of using the AIs we're going to cover today. A word of warning, I do believe in about 10 years' time, there will be robots everywhere. And at some point, someone's going to have the smart idea that, hey, we could just add an upgrade to your home robot that will teach you how to box or will teach you how to do basic self-defense. I reckon that's going to happen within 10 years. I may be wrong. It might take 20 years, but robots are coming, obviously. You can already buy a robot. It's called Neo. It's 40 grand and it can do stuff in your house. So it can wander around and clean stuff, pick stuff up, pack your dishwasher for you, do the washing up, fold your clothes, put things on your shelf, Hoover. That's already available. So, and that's 40 grand. So in 10 years' time, you'll be able to get a robot for 10 grand that will do all of that and more. And someone will, work out that you can add subscriptions like Netflix to it. So it might be that you have a subscription to teach you how to play tennis, or a subscription to teach you how to do DIY, teach you how to do DIY. But there'll also be a subscription for it to do martial arts and self-defense, I think, as well. So not to scare you, but I think 10, 20 years, we might have a bit of an issue. But we're all right for up until then. Right now, AI just helps you do more of what you're currently doing with less time, effort, and stress. And that's what we're going to look at today, mainly. So AI currently works off pattern recognition. It recognizes billions of different patterns, and then predicts what it thinks you will need next and gives you a prediction, and that prediction makes sense to us. And you can use that to create content, to automate things within your business, to act as an assistant to you as the school owners. So, and AI is only going to get better and better and faster and more powerful over the next sort of 3 to 5 years. So what you're currently going to be using is going to be 10 times, 100 times better in a couple of years' time. So it's pretty crazy times that we're living in. There's essentially 3 types of AI tools currently. There's text-based AI that creates written content, or code-based AI that can create code as well. There's image and video-based AI that can create pictures and videos for you. And then there's kind of automation-based AI, agentic AI, that can automate things for you and also help you with admin and things like that. So the tools that we'll be using, or I recommend you be using, are here. So we have ChatGPT, obviously, which is the first one really to get public. Claude or Jasper, any of these. You can use any sort of large language model or writing AI. For videos and pictures, I recommend using Canva or CapCut, and something called Video AI or Kaizo AI, which allows you to turn long bits of content into short bits of content. And then for your sort of automations and admins, you can use Zapier or Make. You can use ManyChat to respond to social media comments. And we're going to look at an AI called Cintra, which creates 12 digital assistants to help you with your day-to-day running of your school. Now, those are your options. You don't need to use all of them. So you would use one sort of text creation AI, one video and image creation AI, and one sort of automation AI. So for most of us, that's going to be ChatGPT, Canva, and Cintra. But as you start playing with lots of different tools, you might want to add extra tools to your AI tool belt. If you just use ChatGPT, Canva Pro, and Cintra, you're looking at about 60, 70 pounds a month for all 3 of those. So it's not a massive amount of money. And the whole idea is it's going to make you more money back by freeing up your time so you can focus on more important things within your business. So those are the 3 we're going to kind of focus on. So the power of AI for school owners is going to save you a lot of time each week, because it's going to automate things like social media posting, like admin, lead follow-up, tracking, all of that sort of stuff can be automated. So it's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to improve the quality content that you create. We're not designers, and generally we create pretty crap design work. Our logos are pretty poor. The images we use on our ads are not particularly great. The flyers we make don't look very professional. So AI will now improve that so that you actually look like you're a designer when you create your content, which will improve the number of leads you generate and the number of people get in contact with you. So it will just improve your content. Also, we're not great at copy, martial arts instructors. We're not great at writing things down in a way that's persuasive. So AI will improve that massively. So you just get better results from your ads and from your promotions and from the stuff you put out into the world because it's written in a more persuasive way than we're capable of doing at the moment. And it's going to automate a lot of the repetitive tasks that we dislike doing. We're going to cover some core AIs for most of your repetitive tasks, but there's now literally thousands of different AI pieces of software out there. So you're just going to discover new ones as you go. And I've got a lot of recommendations I'm going to share with you, but you'll also find new ones that can do all sorts of cool things for you within your school. So that's just a little bit of an intro. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. So let's look at some basics. Most current AI is prompt based. Prompt means you tell it what you want. Most people don't give AI a good prompt. They just say, I'd like a social media post for my martial arts school, and that's it. The way AI works, or prompt AI works, is the better quality information you put into it, the better the output it spits out at the other end. So you want to use something called the Create framework, which is this. Instead of saying, create me a social media post for my martial arts school, you use this. So the C stands for character, the R stands for the result you want, the E stands for examples, the A stands for asking it to improve its output, T stands for the type of content that you want it to create, and E is extras, extra things you can ask. So what that means is instead of just putting a general post, create me a social media post, you would say something like, you are an expert social media marketer. So you give it a character. And I'm looking for a range of social media posts that I can share that are focused on my school. And I help kids age 7 to 12 with fitness, confidence, self-discipline, respect. So you give it a bit more information. If you can give it examples, here are some social media posts I've created in the past that have performed well, and you upload some images or some social media posts that you created in the past. So it kind of knows what to work off of and also kind of follows your tone. And then you set it to work. And then anytime you're not happy with what AI produces, you just say, give me a better version, give me a shorter version, give me a longer version, make it more persuasive, make it sound more human. Take this section out, add this section. So you need to coach it a little bit to get it to give you exactly what you want. Its first attempt usually isn't great. It needs a bit of, I didn't really like that. Rewrite it and make your tone more friendly. Rewrite it and make your tone more professional. Don't use so many emojis. Use more emojis. So when it creates its first thing, you usually have to ask it to improve it. But the more you use your AI, like ChatGPT, the more you use it, the better it gets at writing how you want it to write, because it learns from you. Then, what type of content do you want it to produce? Do you want to produce 10 social media posts for Facebook that include a hook, headline, a call to action, and hashtags? Do you want it to put that into a table? Do you want it to create those posts with suggested images to go with the post? It can do all of this. So you just need to kind of explicitly tell it what you want it to create. And then you can use various apps and extras we're going to look at to improve the content. So the whole point of this is the better your prompt, the better the response you get out at the other end. So if you use that Create framework, it just means your prompt is better, and it means that the AI can create better results for you as well. Let's see if I've got any questions in the chat. Mark says I'm glitching. That's weird. I'm in the house. No one's in the house. There's no one on any other internet. So if it continues, Mark, let me know. I don't know if it's happening for everyone. Paul says yes, keeps breaking up. All right, let me know, guys, if that continues in the chat, and if it does, I'll maybe try and switch to a different internet. Here we go. Okay. Some say me too. Some says it's settled. Right. Keep me updated, please, in the chat. So when you're using ChatGPT, you want to use what are known as custom instructions. So when you go into ChatGPT, can everyone see my ChatGPT now? Give me a thumbs up. Cool. Lovely. If you go down to the left-hand side where your name is, and you click on that, and you click on personalization. So go to your name, click on personalization. There's a section called custom instructions. This is an important bit to fill in because what it does is it lets ChatGPT know specifically who you are, what you're about, what you're trying to create, what type of business you've got, what you're trying to target, who you're trying to target. It just makes its output much better for you because of instead of it just giving you the general ChatGPT gumph that it does, it will give you more specific stuff based off the information that you've given it about you. So you guys all need to fill in your custom instructions if you haven't. So go to your ChatGPT, go to the bottom left-hand corner, click on your name, and then click on personalization, and then go to custom instructions. And then in that custom instructions box, you want to add information about one, what you do, who you are, who you're trying to target, your writing style, what type of stuff you create, and how you want it to respond to you. So there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can either type all that in yourself, or you can go to ChatGPT and say in this box, using everything you know about me, help me create custom instructions so I get better results. And then it will give you what it thinks you need for custom instructions. Okay, so either you fill in the personalization section custom instructions, or you just ask ChatGPT to write it based off what it knows about you. That's quicker, and then you can edit it and slap it in there. And if you just do that, that improves the responses you get from ChatGPT straight away because it is more focused on you and what you need, not just the general stuff you get from ChatGPT. So hopefully that makes sense. So there's one other thing I want to do inside of here. Okay, yeah. When you're inside your settings section, there's a section called data controls where you want to switch off this section where it says improve the model for everyone. Because what that means is ChatGPT shares whatever you put into it with the whole ChatGPT model that everyone is using. Now, that means if you're uploading like business stuff or, stuff that's personal or sensitive, you probably don't want that used by everyone in the world. So you need to go to data controls and then improve the model for everyone and switch that off. And then that just keeps ChatGPT, keeps your information within ChatGPT, within your version of ChatGPT. It's not sharing it with everyone else. So that is quite important to do. So if you haven't been through these sections, you can go through the settings sections and click all the different things and check all the different things that you can use. You can also connect your ChatGPT to things like your email browser. So if you've got Gmail, you can connect it to things like that, and that helps with it to auto respond to emails and various other things, but all my connectors seem to be broken at the moment, which is great. You can also set schedules, so you can ask it to remind you of things. We'll go into this later on. So you can ask it to set tasks and reminders, and it will send you reminders of things that you need to get done, which is really, really cool. You got your data controls, you got your security, etc. But the two things you really need to do is make sure that you're not sharing all your information with the global model, and that you've added your custom instructions. Now, you don't need to do that now because you got the recording, but at some point you will want to do that. The other thing you can do is upload some of your written content to ChatGPT and ask it to write more like you. Now, obviously, I've not obviously, but I've written 3 or 4 books now. So I've uploaded those into ChatGPT, and I've used that information to get it to write more like me. So those books were written in the past where I literally typed them out one finger at a time, and they took ages. But they're written in my own voice. So I can upload stuff like that to help ChatGPT write better and more like me. You can upload, if you give it access to your emails, for example, it will start to learn how you write and start to copy how you write. You may not want to give it access to your emails, by the way. If you find it sounding really robotic, you can ask it to sound more human, ask it to write in a more human way. And you can also, I'm going to include a prompt that includes a list of words that you don't want it to use, because ChatGPT's got some like set words that it has, like it says therefore, and in addition to, like it writes in a way that doesn't sound particularly human. So you can upload that list of banned words essentially, and say don't use these words anymore when writing responses for me, and then it writes in a more human way. So you'll get that as one of the prompts that I'm going to give you at the end, and that improves it. And you've all read social media posts where you can tell it's being written by an AI, right? Because it just doesn't sound quite right. And it uses words that don't kind of make sense, and it's a bit too formal. By uploading this list of banned words, basically it takes all of that out and it makes it write a bit more humanely. You can also, ChatGPT really agrees with everything you're saying. It's like really like, yeah, you're great, you're doing fine, everything's fantastic. That was a great idea. You can ask it to think more independently. So I'm going to give you a prompt for that. And you can ask it to question you and be a bit more assertive with you. Personally, I like ChatGPT agreeing with everything I say, but if you want probably the best results, you need it to answer back a little bit to you and push you a little bit on your assumptions. So those are prompts that I'm going to give you to improve like your basics of using ChatGPT. Now I'm talking about ChatGPT. It can be anyone. It can be Claude. It can be Gemini. It can be any of them. But it's the same thing. You need to have a framework for speaking to it. Put in some personalized instructions about who you are, what you're about. Add some of your own content so the AI can write more like you. Ask it to sound less robotic and not use certain words, and then ask it to think a bit more independently. So those are like fundamentals. So here's like a few example prompts here. I'm going to share a lot more with you as we go, but instead of like just a general create me a social media post for my martial arts school, a better prompt would be act as a Facebook social media expert, right? 5 engaging Facebook posts promoting our kids martial arts classes for ages 4 to 12. Focus on the benefits like confidence, discipline, anti-bullying skills. Include a call to action for a free trial class. Make the tone encouraging and parent friendly. And that type of prompt will create a better response than a create me a social media post type response. So when you're prompting longer, more detail is better because it creates a better result on the other end. So I'm going to share these prompts with you and a load of other prompts. You get 50 that you can just drop into your ChatGPT and ask it to create content for you, and it should speed up a lot of the stuff that you have to do over and over again. Now, this is the bit where you're going to have to do some work. So I'm going to stop the share, and in the chat, I'm going to drop a link which leads to a Google Doc. And what I want you to do is so this Google Doc is for everyone, so don't cut it out of the Google Doc because it will disappear. Copy the text within this Google Doc and then paste it into your whatever word processor you use. So into Word if you're on Windows, and into whatever it is on Apple, Documents or whatever. So I'm going to share that in there now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like so you know what it looks like. So it should be in the chat now. And this is what it should look like. Why is it doing that? Ah. Oh, I see. Lots of people are entering it and copying and pasting it. That's cool. So that's what it looks like without you all copying and pasting it. I've got a Word document version of it, so I might use that. Give me a thumbs up when you've managed to copy that and paste it into some sort of editing doc that you use. You want the whole thing from when it says, "You are my experienced business growth strategist," down. Why is my internet connection unstable? I don't get it. It's not like the kids are in the house playing computer games. Annoying. So give me a thumbs up when you've copied and pasted it into something. Nice, Mark. Anyone else managed it? Give me a thumbs up. Nice, Richard. Okay. Anyone not managed to copy and paste? Here we are in the chat. Oh, we got thumbs up there as well. Okay. Everyone done it? Great. Brilliant. Okay, so as you look at it, can you still see it on my screen, guys? Yeah. Okay, good. So this is what they call like a master prompt or a mega prompt, or it just gives you a lot of great content when you fill it out. So this is a growth plan blueprint, basically, that you're going to use or use in conjunction with what you're currently using already to plan your growth for next year. You need to put stuff in it. So anything that is highlighted in yellow, you need to delete the text within your word processor app, etc. Don't delete the text on the Google Doc because that's not good. And you need to fill it in. So I'm going to make you do that now because I'd like you all to do this together now so that you leave with like a plan for your business. So the bits that need editing are your annual revenue goal. How much money would you like to make from your martial arts school next year? Okay, next year I want to make blah, blah, blah. And then next one is enter how much your average member pays per month. Now, if you don't know that, guess. You should know that because your CRM should tell you your average member makes you £55 a month, for example. If you don't know that, guess, because it doesn't matter right now. You can edit it later. You can change it later. You should know how many paying members you have, though. So enter your current number of paying members. And then paste in your school's website page so it can learn about you and what you're doing and your programs, etc. So next one is lead to sign up rate. So that's if you get 100 leads, how many of those actually turn into paying students? In most martial arts schools in the UK, you get 100 leads. You only manage to get hold of 50. And of the 50 that come to your school, 25 sign up. So that would be a 25% lead to sign up rate. So if you're not sure, just put 25%. But once again, your CRM should tell you this, hopefully, if it's a decent CRM. And next thing is your attrition rate, which is the rate at which you lose students per month. Um, the average in the martial arts schools in the UK is 5%. The really good ones are below 3%. The ones that are having problems typically are 7% plus. So if you're not sure on that, I would go with 5%. That's pretty standard. But once again, if you've got a decent CRM, it should tell you your attrition rate. So you can do this as many times as you want. So don't worry about getting it perfect now. Put in some rough numbers. If you're not sure on most of that stuff, just put in some guesstimates, see what it comes up with, and then afterwards watch it back and then work out the actual numbers, and then you can do it again. But I just want you to see what type of content it creates. The next bit is, over the past 12 months, my top 5 best performing marketing strategies have been. What are my top 5 best marketing strategies? So it might be you put Facebook ads, website leads, Google Map leads, referrals, and birthday parties. That's 5 I've just made off the top of my head. But you need to put in 5. And if you haven't got 5, or you're not sure what your 5 are, then you have a bit of an issue. You need to track this stuff, because it makes marketing more effective when you know what works and what doesn't work. So take a bit of time while I slurp elderflower lemonade. It's very nice, to fill those bits out. And then maybe give me a thumbs up in the chat when you've filled this top section out. So these here, and where you've got most of your leads from. Bearing in mind, doesn't have to be correct at the moment. I want to show you what ChatGPT will create for you. Stick a thumbs up in the chat when you're done. I should have had some like elevator music to play here, like in the background, where you guys are ding 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 ding, ding doing your work. I'm not very good at elevator music. Let's have a look in the chat. Oh, lots of you have done it quick. Nice. So if you've done that bit, then you need to go to this bit. My target audience and location. So this is where you write, my school, my martial arts school, focuses on helping families within your town area with their fitness, confidence, and health. We teach classes to, and then list your classes: 4 to 6-year-olds, 7 to 9-year-olds, 12 to 15-year-olds, adults. So you need to mention who you teach, which town, city, area you're in, and surrounding areas, like the specific men and women, kids, ages, all of that needs to go in that section. Doesn't need to be tidy, you just need to kind of write it in. So I'll give you a bit of time to do that. So Where are you based? Which areas do you kind of serve? What type of people do you attract to your school? Kids, adults? What are the different programs that you offer? And the question underneath that is, which CRM do you use? So a CRM, customer relationship management tool, is the software you use to manage your school, whether that's like Club Manager, Dojo Expert, Marshallytics, Spark, the MAT system, Admin My Members, Nest. Those are all your CRMs. If you're not using a CRM, you should be, because that will make your life much, much easier. So if you haven't got a CRM, choose one that you can afford and get started, because it just speeds everything up, makes life so much faster, easier. And if you have got a CRM, which you should have, stick it in there. So that's kind of like your information that you're putting into it. The next bit is it's the prompt of what you want it to create. On the second page, it's how to use. So there you just put your CRM name again, Admin My Members, Nest, Marshallytics, Dojo Expert, Spark, whichever one you use in there. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So the bits you need to fill out are this top section with your business information, your 5 sources, your 5 marketing channels that actually work. If you've only got 3, put in 3. If you've got 5, put in 5. You need to describe who you wish to attract to your school, who you wish to reach, your ideal kind of student demographics. You need to enter the name of your CRM, and then you need to just add your CRM. Yeah. All right. Give me a thumbs up when you're done in the chat, please, peeps. Good. Good, good, good. Anyone stuck or anyone having problems? Ooh, surely not. You haven't all managed it, have you? This would be a pleasant surprise. It'd be awesome if you have. Once again, doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You know, you're going to do this again and again and again. But nice to see so many of you on here. It's got to be at least 30 people here. It's cool.
Matt, sorry to be a pain.
Okay.
It's Richard Canton, by the way. Sorry, mate.
Hello, mate.
How are you, buddy?
Good.
Just a quick one. So number 2 and number 1, number 2, we don't touch anything in there. We just go to number 3 and type in Spark, and then we wait for the next instruction, correct?
Let me have a look at it. Sorry. Yeah. So number 1, you don't touch. Number 2, you don't touch. Yep, you just put in your CRM. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
No worries, mate. Anyone else need anything? Okay, so if you filled that out correctly, you now want to copy the entire document that you've created. So go to select all, wherever select all is. That's over here. Copy the whole thing. And then paste it into ChatGPT or whichever CRM you're using, whichever AI you're using. Claude, Perplexity, all of them. They'll do the same thing. And then press the go button. And it's going to think, and it's going to do stuff, and it's going to spit out a business growth plan for you for the next year. Gavin, you got a question?
Yeah, sorry. I'll try not to be a Richard. I'm just wondering if you said paste that into ChatGPT,
Yeah.
do you just mean straight into the actual chat, or do you mean into the personalization section?
Okay, yeah, good point. So I shall show you. Can you all see my screen still? Select all, copy, go to your ChatGPT and create a new chat. Well, actually, you could save yourself a bit of time and create a project, but doesn't matter. Create a new chat, paste it in, take out the top bit that says business growth plan prompt. It doesn't matter, it will still do it anyway. And then press the button. So not into your custom instructions, into an actual chat. Has it spat out a result for everyone? Okay, it should be fairly detailed with lots of useful information. Now, here's the cool thing. It would have created a different response for each of you based on what you put into it. So the size of your business, your website, the type of people you teach, your revenue, how many students you've got, etc., your goal, it would spit out. So each of us should have a different plan based on our own personal business. So have a little go through it, have a little look through it. So if sometimes ChatGPT doesn't give you enough detail, it kind of gives you an overview. So now if you're not happy with it and there's not enough detail for you, then type into the box, thank you, but I need more detail on all of the sections of the plan, please. Always use please. And ask it to rewrite it with more detail. So try that if you want it in more detail. Why are you being annoying? So if you're not happy with the result and it's not exactly what you need in terms of detail of how to execute everything, ask it to give you more detail. Questions in the chat. Yeah, a Terminator will remember if you don't say please. Yeah, I'm super polite. Yeah, you might be right. So if you want it to go into more detail, give you more information about the plan, ask it for more information. If some of the sections are good and other sections aren't, say, I need more information on this section, I need more information on that section. So hopefully you've all got now a little kind of business plan for the next year based off the information you've put into it. Now, once again, I said earlier on, like if you're not happy with the response, you can ask it to improve it. So it might say, what you want to do is run radio ads. And you go, so answer it back and say, radio ads are too expensive and never work. Give me a different option. It might tell you that you want to try leafleting locally. Say, I've tried blanket leafleting before, it's not worked. Give me a better option for marketing my school. So don't just take what it spits out at face value and then implement it. Go back and forth with it like you would with a real business strategist. I've tried this, that hasn't worked. I've tried that does work. I want to do more of this, I want to do less of that. But you should now have quite a detailed sort of plan for things you can do to grow your business over the next year. Everyone got that or something similar? Give me a thumbs up. Cool. So you can create these big prompts for different parts of your business. I've just given you an overall business plan one, but there's other ones that you can do as well. Any questions about that so far? Cool. So you may look at that plan and go, that's not very good. Once again, ask ChatGPT to improve it. But also it may give you some different approaches, different ideas that you hadn't thought of, or give you a bit of a structure that maybe you didn't have before. So it may be useful to you, but I definitely find those plans it creates quite useful for martial arts instructors. Okay. Everyone okay to carry on to the next section? Any questions so far? So you see that prompt. If you just given, where's that gone? Okay, here we go. If I just said to ChatGPT, I run a martial arts school, give me a business plan, it wouldn't have given me the amount of information you've got there now, because the prompt was too vague. It wasn't, you didn't give any personal information, you didn't explain where you were and what's happening within your business. So the more you can give it, the better results you get. Okay, so that is that section done. Nice. So you'll get access to that prompt. You can use it again and again, obviously, and you can tweak it to suit what you need. Let's get on to how to market and promote using AI and the different tools that you can use. So obviously AI can help you plan your marketing. It can help you write and create all of your marketing content, and it can schedule and post automatically for you if you have the right AI tools. So it makes marketing a lot easier. To be honest, most martial arts instructors are not particularly good at marketing. Sorry, you guys are, because you're on here. But most normal martial arts instructors are not good at marketing. So using something like AI to improve their marketing content is a bloody good idea, as long as it is personalized to you, sounds like you, and kind of has your vibe. You will find it probably performs better than the type of content you would write yourself. A lot of my social media posts, I will start writing the post, give AI a rough draft, and then say, make that more persuasive for my target market, and then it will massively improve it. So you want to do that as well. So it's going to save you a lot of time. We all know this, like writing social media posts is a drag, landing pages, website pages, pain in the butt. All of that sort of stuff can now be done much, much quicker. So instead of it taking hours, it can take minutes. The tools that I would recommend for social media content creation, obviously ChatGPT. ChatGPT has just released a new version of ChatGPT in the last week called ChatGPT for Business. I've not had a play on it. I think it's an extra £30 per month on top of your regular ChatGPT costs. So it's not ridiculously expensive, but it's meant to be a more business-focused version of ChatGPT. So there's certain people in here who have very large schools, multiple locations, large number of members. Might be worth you guys looking at maybe using the business version of ChatGPT. So you can check that out. But general, bog standard, ChatGPT works great. Canva, Magic Studio. Is everyone here using Canva? Give me a thumbs up to the camera, please. Yeah, because you should be, because it's awesome. So you might have already had a play with Magic Studio. So we will have a look at Magic Studio and what it can do. And if you're taking lots of video on your phones, CapCut and Descript are really good apps for editing video, but there are lots of other apps that you can use for video editing on your phone. The schools that generally create the most social media content will have a dedicated phone that is just for content. So instead of like your staff members using your phone or them using their phone, if you can just get another phone which is for the school, which is picked up in between classes, and student instructors take clips of classes, and then they use the CapCut editing app to create cool promos, and then they post using that phone. Otherwise, what happens is you might film a load of stuff during your class, but then you take your phone home and the staff member who wants to create the content for you can't do it because it's on your phone. So if you can afford it, get a second-hand phone for your school that is for your social media content. So let's look at how you can create a large number of social media posts very, very quickly. I'm going to show you how to do it, and then you can give it a try, or you can follow along on the video as afterwards. So what you can do, you go into ChatGPT. Can everyone see my ChatGPT screen? Cool. And you type in, I'm going to go with, give me 50 inspirational martial arts quotes. But you could go with, give me 50 tips for beginners starting martial arts. Give me 50 tips for learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Give me 50 tips to help build confidence through martial arts. You can add in anything you like. So if you want to do that now, you can do that now. I'm going to go with inspirational martial arts quotes, even though I spoke inspirational one wrong. Just going to have a little think. Yeah, my internet must be slow. Oh, the classic. Black belts are just white belts who refuse to quit. Great. So those are fine. And then what I want to do is I want to copy the quotes and then paste them into a Excel spreadsheet or equivalent. So a Google Sheet or a Canva sheet or an Excel spreadsheet. So I copy and paste them into there. If I'm not happy with the quotes, I can ask it to give me more quotes, or I can say, please give me the source of the quote. So if I need the source of the quote, I can take the source of the quote as well. Anyway, I just want to save that as a CSV file. I've already saved this on my laptop. Then I go to Canva. And let's say I want to create a social media post. I want to go for Instagram. And I want to create like a square Instagram post, for example. Now, for most, you know the sizes of the different pieces of social media. If you're using Instagram more, you want more of this shape. If you're using Facebook more, you want a different shape. So you have to personalize it to your social media platform. And then ideally, I'd want some sort of quote type image. So I've already got a few that I've used here. So I might go for this one. But you can search for inspirational quote or quotes, and it will give you lots of different designs to choose from. So I'll put in quotes. I spoke quotes wrong. See on the left here, it's giving me lots of different designs of quotes, like how you can present quotes. So my internet's slow. So I've chosen this one here. And then on here, I want to delete the sections that I don't need. So I might pull this down here, put my website, mitmaster.com in there. I might remove that. I don't need that at the top section. Now I've got this weird background. So I want to change the background. So I go to my uploads and I'm going to take Muhammad Ali. Have I doubled Muhammad Ali? I have. Double Ali. And we're going to make that the background. I'm going to go back actually, because we have too many Muhammad Alis. Cool. Great. So I wouldn't use Muhammad Ali because it's not my picture, but just for the example, you would choose a picture that relates to what you do. For example, I could just drag that one and use that one. So I've got my square image. I've got my background picture that relates to my martial arts school. I've put my website URL at the bottom. I can make that bigger, smaller, change it, etc. And then I want to upload now my CSV file. So I go down to on the left-hand side in Canva to where it says bulk create. So you've got design elements, blah, 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 all the way down on the left-hand side at the bottom. It says bulk create. You're going to click that. You're going to upload data because you've saved your 50 things as a CSV file. It must be a CSV file. And then my data is now being added here. Then what I need to do is go into the text box. Make this a bit bigger, I reckon. So I'm just going to adjust the text box a little bit. And I can make the text a bit smaller maybe in the text box so more fits in. And I'm going to, once I've clicked in the text box, I click connect data. I clicked on my quotes. I click continue on the left-hand side. And then I click create 49 designs. And then when I click view design, it has created 49 different posts with different quotes. And then all I need to do is not me, but get someone to tidy them up. And I have my 50 quotes for social media. So I wouldn't do this personally, obviously, because I'm running the school, but I would get one of my team members to do it. So then I would have 50 quotes for social media. And now if you do the same for tips for starting martial arts, how 50 tips to get the best from your first 90 days of training. Like if you come up with different tips, you can create hundreds of social media posts very, very quickly. And then you would just mix up the different ones. So one day of the week, you'd have a tip for healthy eating. The next day of the week, you'd have a tip for stretching. The next day of the tip, you'd have an inspirational quote. The next day of the week, you'd have a tip for, so you would, if you just spend now, or not now, but after this, an hour using the same system, you could now create 200, 300 nice square social media posts. Yes, they do all have the same background, but remember, you're going to mix them up. So you're going to have these inspirational quote tips, and then you're going to have a different background on the training tips post, and you have a different background on the motivational quotes. So it doesn't really matter. People don't really care, as long as the image in the background relates to your martial art school. Now, that's with an image. You could do the same with video. So if you go back to my home. So same process, but now I'm going to go for video. And I'm going to go for a Instagram reel. It's the same process as before. I can upload a video. Typical, I haven't got any videos in here. That's annoying. But I want to upload a video into this section. So if you've got a clip from the class, for example, I might have a video. Yeah, this one's really good. This is a video I made on Canva.
Do you need a screen share again, Matt?
Oh, thank you, Paul. Yeah, don't assume I know what I'm doing, guys. Just tell me when I'm not doing the stuff. Thank you, dude. Let's do that again. I should never come out of screen share. Can everyone see my screen now? Hey, good. Okay, so let's do this again. Wait for Canva to do its thing. So I'll go back to Canva. I can go to video. I can go to oh, I've already got, yeah, this is nice. Something like this. It's already got pre-made videos with a background on it, so I can use that like I did before. I can change the text on it, so I can put my website in, for example. I can delete any text that I don't want on the video. And then I can upload my own video in the background. So I go to upload videos. This is a video I made on Canva. So it's a video of a karateka. I need to delete that one first. Ah, and butt Canva. I'll delete it there. So I'm going to use this video of a karateka. Go back to the start. This is a karateka walking in. I made that on Canva with him bowing. So what I would do then is obviously the same thing. I would add my bulk upload. So I'd go down to bulk create. I'd upload my data source like we did before using the quotes. I would then connect the data to the video, continue, and then I would create 50 variations of that video as well. So you can do it with images or videos as well. I then have to change the timeline down here, but you get the idea. You can do it with images or videos and create a lot of social media content very, very quickly using Canva and ChatGPT. Questions about that? Now, I don't expect you to remember all of that. You just need to watch the recording and go through it again. Is anyone already doing that? Give me a thumbs up if you're already creating large amounts of content using bulk upload. No one? Hooray! You've learned something, people. That's good. So this is not really a job for you. This would be a job for like an admin assistant or a team member who's good with social media. You show them this part of the video and you say, I want you to do this for the school. I want you to create 300 social media posts. 50 will be on this topic, that topic, the other topic. 150 will be reels on these different topics. Off you go. And they can just use Canva to create large amounts of content that you can then schedule and share. Make sense, guys? Cool. So you won't remember all of that. What you need to do is just go back through the video and watch it again. But really, it's not too difficult. Use ChatGPT to come up with ideas for social media posts. Go into Canva, choose what you want to create, whether it's a picture or video. Sort out the background, change the background to what you want it to be, add the text box, so that you've got a text box to paste your content into. Use bulk create to upload your content. Connect so what I've done here is I've connected the bulk upload to the design and then click create 49 designs. And it will do. And then you just need to tidy it up a little bit just to make it neat. So this is not for you to do. But even if you do it, it's going to save you a lot of time, right? Than individually creating individual posts. Right, next. So let's get rid of Canva because it's using loads of bandwidth. That's all listed there. Can you see my screen? Let's just check. Ooh. Mm. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see my screen. Okay, cool. Lovely. So I've written out how to do it here. And then I've hyperlinked a video on how to do it from this guy called Aurelius, who's a really good social media guru. It's an 8-minute video and he shows you how to do it as well. So no excuses. So you can auto schedule social media posts, obviously. If you have a CRM like Spark or one of the more higher level CRMs, they will allow you to auto post and auto schedule your stuff. If you've got a less developed CRM, it may not allow you to auto post those pieces of content. So you can use Facebook posting a scheduler and it will allow you to post 30 days in advance, and it will allow you to post to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. So that might be an option. But at some point, if you haven't got it inbuilt within your CRM, you'll want to use something like Publer. So, and there's lots of these, Hootsuite, and so many different social media schedulers, but Publer is the one I like to use because it's one of the few ones that allows you to post to Google Maps, Google Business. So if you haven't in your CRM got a social media post scheduler, then I'd recommend using Publer, Publer, and that allows you to connect your Facebook account, your Instagram account, your TikTok account, your YouTube account, LinkedIn, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, Mastodon, whatever that is. But for most of us, we're looking at probably Facebook, Instagram, maybe TikTok, maybe YouTube, and definitely Google Business. Now, what Publer allows you to do is upload one type of content, like a social media post, and then schedule it to go out to all the different social media platforms all at the same time. So rather than you going into Facebook and scheduling a post and then going into Instagram and posting and then going into YouTube and posting and then going into TikTok and then posting and then going into Google Business and posting, you do it all from one dashboard. The more modern CRMs like Spark will already have this inbuilt. If you don't have something like Spark, then you want to use something like Publer. And what it allows you to do is create a calendar of content to go out at different times to different social media platforms. So once again, this is probably not a job for you. This is a job for a team member. The same team member who has created your 300, 400, 500 social media posts using Bulk Create can then schedule them to go out at various times during the month using Publer. The good thing about Publer is it allows you to create slightly different variations of each post based on which platform it's going to. So it'll make it slightly different for TikTok than it is for Facebook, than it is for Google Business. So you get good quality content on each platform. So if you haven't got some sort of automated social media poster, I would recommend getting it because you know what it's like. You know you need to be posting consistently on social media to get reach, views, exposure, leads. But shit happens within your school. Problems occur. Staff members get sick. Staff members quit. Fires need fixing. There's a flood. There's a problem with the equipment delivery. Grading's gone wrong. And you don't post because you're too stressed out by the other stuff that's going on within your business. So the advantage of Publer is this is something that either you or a staff member can sit down and do once a week or once a month, preferably once a month. And it takes a very short period of time to set it all up and put your posts in the different sections and say, I want this one to go this way, that way. And then you've got all your social media handled for the month. So give me a thumbs up if you're currently scheduling your social media to go out, like you have a scheduler. But only a few of you, which means the rest of you are just doing it when you remember, which is okay. But, you know, like I say, when things get stressful, the first thing that you'll drop is social media posting because you've got other things to deal with. So have a look at using something like Publer, or any of the social media scheduling tools, but you definitely want one that has Google Business as an option for scheduling your posts. Okay. It's not very expensive. I think it's about £9 a month for Publer. And it has AI inbuilt, so it will tell you the best times to post. It will give you hashtags, recommended hashtags. It will give you variations on your posts to use for different platforms. It's all got AI inbuilt in it. So I'm a big fan of like instructors scheduling their social media for 1 month at a time rather than just doing it ad hoc. So if you can make that a thing in your life, you will benefit. So that is Publer. Any questions about that? Yes, Richard. Unmute.
I was just gonna ask. I was just gonna ask. Do you know any stats with regards to, like, for example, the quotes and all those types of things that you're putting on, and that we just did then, versus like what happens in a class, like what's going on actually in a class that night, or more sort of daily off the cuff sort of things? What would be what gets more interaction, a quote, or like what would seem like a business post, or a more personal post, like this is what goes on in classes, or this is what we've been up to tonight, and something more off the cuff where you're taking a couple of photos? What are the stats on interaction between the pair?
There are no set stats, but we all know that posts that show your classes do better.
Yeah.
Because people are in the post, it's more engaging, there's movement, kids are having fun, the instructor's speaking over the top of the post. So yeah, I'm not saying just run like only pictures or video posts using the AI version. You need to do a mix. So your base level of posting could be like the inspirational quotes, the training tips, the benefits of martial arts. But the next level that really helps people take the next step about getting in touch about starting are clips from classes, testimonials, success stories, interviews, training tips on the mat. So yeah, the live video sort of stuff works best, Richard.
Okay. Cheers, buddy.
It just takes time. That's the problem.
Yeah. No worries. Thank you.
That's all right. So that's why it's worth having a dedicated phone for social media within your school that anyone can pick up at any time and take a clip of a cool combination or a fun drill. One of the best types of content that you can create for promoting your school is to pick up a phone, go up to a kid and say, "What do you love about training at our martial arts school?" And they'll say, "Oh, I love kicking people in the face." And another kid will go, "Oh, I love doing burpees." And all the other kids go, "Boo." Another kid will go, "Oh, I like the friends I've made." And if you just stitch those 15, 20 kids together into a little social media post and put it out onto social media, it does really well because it's cute and it's fun and you get kids saying the weirdest things. So that's an example of like a little clip that you can do during classes. So you just got to come up with lots of different ways, and ChatGPT is great at coming up with ideas for clips. So and social media posts. But yeah, Richard, you're right. Actual live clips from classes perform best. So when you're creating longer videos, like videos from gradings or seminars or workshops, you can repurpose them using apps, including Opus Clip, and this one's called, I don't even know how to say it, Quzo AI. It's the one I use for MITmaster. So what this does is it allows me to upload a video, a longer video. So say like from a seminar or something I've been teaching, a long video, and then what it does is the AI analyzes the long video and works out this is the most interesting part of that video and clips it both ends. And then it can turn it into short social media clips that you can share on your socials. So it's a long video to short video. Say I upload a 5-minute video, it will spit out, say, 6 to 8 short 20 to 30 second clips from that video. And the AI does it automatically for you. Then it can add captions automatically, and add your watermark, etc., and all of that, all on autopilot. And then you've got, from one long video, lots of short videos that you can share out into the world, rather than manually trying to edit everything yourself. So, for example, this is a 7-minute video. Whoa, it's like, why is it done split screen? Don't know. And out of that 7-minute video, it's created like 5 clips, and it's given each clip a score based on the trends that are happening in clips currently, the hook that gets started, the engagement quality, and the shareability of the clip. And it can do it in portrait, landscape, portrait split. Yeah, I wonder why is it portrait split? It can do it in square. You can change the template as well, so that you can make it customized to your brand. So it does that automatically. You upload a long clip and then it creates lots and lots of short clips for you. And once again, when I'm saying you, I really mean like a team member. I don't really expect you guys to do all of this stuff. Most of you are in schools that have like help and have a little team member. So this is a great kind of job for the same person who created the Instagram quotes using ChatGPT and Canva, who then put them into Publer. They can also take longer videos and turn them into short social media posts. All good? Let's move on.
Can I ask a quick question on that
Yes.
QSO one there?
Yes.
Will that just be a 20 to 30 second solid clip, or will it do sort of mashups of little 5-second clips into a 30-second one?
No. Take like a 7-minute clip and turn it into 5, 8, 10. It depends. It just bases it on its AI algorithms. But each clip will be like 20 to 30 to 45 second decent clip that you could just post immediately.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you.
So yeah, straight long post into short video clips that you can instantly just put up onto your socials.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much.
That's all right. It's not the only one. There's lots of video repurposing. Like if you're thinking about tools to use, if you go into ChatGPT and say, can you give me 10 video content repurposing tools, it will. So that one that is called Keizo AI used to be called Video AI, now rebranded as Keizo AI. So ChatGPT is recommending it. Another good one is Opus Clip that does the same thing. Vizard AI does the same thing. So you can choose whichever one suits you. But I found Video AI really easy to use, and its AI is really good at finding the right point to cut the clip. So if you've got, say, long seminars or workshops you've recorded or gradings or things like that, and you just want some short social media content worthy stuff to share on your reels and your YouTube shorts, you need some sort of video editing software, because you don't want to do it manually. It takes too long. So there's an explanation here of how to do all of that. We're going to take a break in about 7 minutes because my butt has gone numb. But I want to get through a few more before we get to the fun stuff with the video edit avatars that you guys have seen. So,
Sorry, Mike, one more question.
Yeah, sure.
stuff. Is there a limit to the length of time the video goes in? So like, is it going to be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, is it an hour?
No, you can put any sort of length of video into it.
So potentially you could just film an entire class
Yeah.
and then bang that, and then that would clip your class into short clips to bang out later on content.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
No worries. So you're all using Canva. You may not be aware, or you may be aware that Canva's now got a whole load of AI built into it. And some of the features of what is called Canva AI Studio include, and I made a list here so that you can then go into Canva and explore. So Magic Write will create like captions, headlines, scripts for videos, email copy. So Canva doesn't just do pictures and videos anymore. It can write for you as well. Magic Design will allow you to create social media posts, presentations, flyers, websites. So you can now build simple websites within Canva, which is pretty cool. And the websites are pretty good, actually. Magic Media is image generation. So you can write a prompt like, a modern martial artist in their martial arts studio cleaning up, and it will create an image and or a video for you. Magic Edit means you can upload an image and change anything about it. So, for example, you can change the background, remove people from the back of images that you don't want in images. You can add props and pieces of equipment to images that you have. Magic Eraser means you can just remove sections of images that you no longer use. Magic Grab means you can isolate a person in an image and move them or take them to another design. So if you've got a picture of someone in one picture and you want to use them in a different scene, for example, if you got someone maybe inside your school and you want to put them inside the boxing ring, you can clip them out, Magic Grab them and put them inside the boxing ring, which is crazy. Magic Expand can increase the size of an image to include other information in the background of the image. Animate means you can animate any sort of design, making it move. Bulk Create we've already covered, so that's creating multiple types of content, and it can create presentations and decks and things like that now. And every single month Canva adds new stuff to its suite of tools. So this video here is the same guy, Aurelius. He's a really good social media creator. There's a lot of stuff about how to use AI. I recommend his channel, but he's got a 10-minute video here on how to use Canva AI, and he gives you examples of how to do all of those different things. So guys, do we need caffeine? I feel we need caffeine. I need caffeine. Let's take a 5-minute break until 1:30 to caffeinate, urinate, and whatever else we need to do that begins with 8. Come back at 1:30, and then we're going to do some AI on your Facebook ads to make your Facebook ads perform better. We're going to look at video clones. We're going to look at some admin tools that you can create, some AI assistants that can do work for you, and various other bits and pieces. So back at 1:30, please, guys. Cheers. Hey guys, return with your beverage. Come back, come back, come back. Lovely jubbly. Got myself a cuppa. Okay, everyone back, back, back. A few missing. There you go. Lovely. Okay, one thing I forgot. I was going to do a competition during the break, so we'll do it now. The competition is if you take a screenshot of this page or take a picture on your phone or whatever you like and post on social media that you're in an AI training with me and that it's the best thing you've ever done, or whatever you want to say, something positive. I'm going to choose one person at the end randomly and they'll win their money back. So I'll just refund you the payment for this. So if you screenshot this or you take a picture of the screen and then do a post on social media, tag me in the post. I'm doing an AI training with Matt Chapman at the moment, learning a few things, or however you want to express yourselves. Do that, tag it, put it on social media, tag me in it. And then at the end, I'll randomly choose someone and I'll just give you your monies back. That's your competition while I drink tea. If you don't want your money back, don't do it. Or a chance to get your money back, don't do it. Any questions about what we have covered so far? Quite a lot already. We're halfway. Hopefully you can see the potential of AI to help you do a lot more within your business. Remember though, it's probably best if you get someone else to do all of this stuff. As the owner of a business or a martial art school or an instructor, your focus should be on teaching amazing classes, training your team, marketing and promoting what you do, and less on the content creation, admin sort of side of things. So if you have other people who can help you, get them to help. However, I have got some suggestions for AIs that can help you do stuff as well. So the competition again is if you take a picture of the screen or screenshot this image and post on social media saying you're having a moderately good time with myself and tag me in it, one person at the end will get their money back. That's the comp. Let's crack on.
Sorry, Matt, could you just say that again, please? I just missed it about the comp.
So I had a competition, which I forgot to mention during the break, but the competition was if you take a picture of the screen now or screenshot it and then share it on social media saying that you're doing some AI training with me now, and you tag me in it, at the end, I'm going to randomly choose one of you and I will refund your money.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah. So if you want to get in on that, do it. Okay. Facebook ads. I guess most of you are running Facebook ads, which is stressful in itself. Facebook recently changed how it its algorithm and how it runs ads. It released something called Andromeda, which is been a bit of a nightmare for a lot of Facebook marketers. You might have seen a bit of a dip in your Facebook ads performance as a result of it. Basically, if you could sum it up, this new Facebook AI is about letting Facebook choose the right people for your ad. So you do less of the selection of the person. And your job is to create lots and lots of images and content for Facebook to show to the right people. Because what Facebook believes is now it understands everyone on its platform so well that it doesn't need your help selecting them. What it needs you to do is create lots of content so it can share the right piece of content with the right person. So I've given you a section here on like how it's changed and what has changed. So you can read that in your own time. We don't need to go through that really now, but just understand that, yeah, the whole Facebook kind of marketing has slightly shifted. I do think you should run recurring campaigns. Like martial arts marketing is kind of seasonal. There's different seasons where you will be marketing and promoting your school. So obviously you've got some sort of Christmas thing coming up now, so some sort of Christmas promotion. Then you've got a New Year, New You fitness transformation promotion for people who want to get fit. You've got some sort of back to school with confidence promotion for kids when they go back to school. You've got some sort of fitness for busy mums and dads or professionals or parents type promotion you can run. Anything related to mental health and stress reduction right now is very popular, so you can run a promotion on that. Parent and child family martial arts classes, you can run some sort of information out about that. Get as fit as a fighter but without the bruises is a nice angle to hit, especially when you've got, you know, Jake Paul fighting AJ. Hopefully AJ just knocks him out in 15 seconds and we're free of Jake Paul forever. But I believe Paul has clauses in his contracts means you're not allowed to knock him out, so it may not happen like that. But that's, I mean, I don't think AJ's poor, so I'm sure he can afford to just knock him out and walk away as a hero to everyone. But there you go, that's a little aside. So that might be a good time to run some sort of, you know, fighter-based promotion. Slimming for summer, you know, getting in shape for the beach, etc. Women's only self-defense. And near the end of the year, you can run some sort of train for free for the rest of the year. So if I was running a school, I would be running these campaigns on repeat. You know, every month I'd be changing up the campaign and running different campaigns based on what's happening at the time. So you should also have some ideas for, like, this month I'm going to be running this campaign. Next month I'm going to be running that campaign. So what Meta now rewards with your ads are authentic footage of your classes, your students. They're not a massive fan of overproduced content that is fake. They're not a massive fan of AI content. So you need that phone in the school where you're taking lots of footage of classes and using that as your primary sort of marketing tool. Real testimonials from real people, clear stories and messaging within your ads, multiple creative angles and emotional hooks. If you're not sure how to create emotional hooks, ask ChatGPT. I'm creating content for my Facebook ads, and it's recommended that I use emotional hooks. Can you give me 10 examples? And then it will give you examples. So there's a video here from this guy. This guy is called Ben Heath. He's a Brit. He's also a BJJ practitioner. He's a very experienced Facebook marketer. He runs an agency that does a couple of 100 million of other people's money. And he's done a really good video about how Andromeda has changed marketing. What it generally means for you guys is when you run an ad now, you would use Advantage Plus or for leads typically. You would just have broad targeting, you know, anyone 18 years plus within a 10-mile radius of your school, no more targeting than that. But the main difference is you'd now run 8 to 12 different ads. So before you might only be running like 2 to 3 ads, 4 ads. The recommendation now for Andromeda is that you run 8 to 12 different ads, and those 8 to 12 different ads need to be different, as in they can't just be you've changed a headline or you've changed the background image. Like, they need to be 12 totally different ads. So, you know, picture of one solo kid smiling at camera, small group of kids high-fiving, small group of kids smiling at camera, video of kids kicking a pad, testimonial from like, you need to put in loads of different content because the AI on Facebook now knows that this person responds to that type of content, that person responds to that type of content, and it will show personalized ads to different types of people. So it means you're going to have to work harder on like content creation side of things, more pictures, more videos of your classes, of your students. Okay. So one way of working out what ads to run, because a lot of the time we just guess, is to do this. So what you're going to do is you're going to download your Facebook ads data, and I've given you instructions on how to download Facebook ads data here. Then you're going to upload it into ChatGPT and ask it to analyze your Facebook ads data, and then ask it to create new ideas based on what has worked well for you in the past. So no longer do you guys have to kind of look at Ads Manager and work out how your ads are performing, and should I do another one of those ads? Should I edit this? Should I drop that one? At least once a month, just download your Facebook ads data, upload it into ChatGPT, and ask it to analyze it for your best performing ads. And then based off your best performing ads, ask it to write new variations of those ads. So you can get this super intelligent AI to analyze your data and create ads that are likely to get you better results. And I've given you a step-by-step guide on how to do that there. Now, at some point you can automate this. The automations that are currently being used by AI are sometimes they break and sometimes they're not great. So I wouldn't say they're perfect yet, but you can use things like Zapier or Make to automatically pull your Facebook ads data into ChatGPT once a month, analyze it, and spit out a report of what worked, what didn't work, and also some suggestions for new ads. But it's not quite there yet. So that will be there soon. So you'll literally be able to connect Facebook to Make, to ChatGPT. Make will pull your data from Facebook into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will analyze it. It will spit out a report for you once a month with here's what's working, here's what's not working with your Facebook ads, and here's what I recommend. So I'll let you know when that's actually working properly. It's not quite there at the moment. So you will have to manually do it for the moment, or a team member will. But it means that you don't have to guess with your Facebook ads, like, what should I do next? Like, you can get AI to analyze it and work it out for you. Any questions about that part of it? Facebook ads and stuff. Cool. Must mean all your Facebook ads are working perfectly. That's good. One of the biggest levers with Facebook ads is your offer. Like, I keep saying this and everyone ignores me, but the 1 free trial class offer is as boring as fuck. It's everyone has a 1 class free offer. So even if you just change it to 7 days free, or one free class and a semi-free private, or 1 free class and if you join up you get a free t-shirt, and you just got to try different offers, because just constantly putting out 1 free trial class everywhere all the time, along with every other martial arts school in your town, doesn't help you stand out. So when they're seeing the Facebook ads, it's like, oh, which one shall I choose? They're going to base it more on like what's in the ad, less on the offer. So just try and come up with better, stronger, more engaging offers than 1 free trial class. It works. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but you'll find that another offer will work much, much better. You've just got to find it. Okay, let's talk about creating websites. So the old sort of 15 years ago, creating a website was a nightmare. You had to use WordPress and HTML and all sorts of other bits and pieces. And then things like Wix and Squarespace came along and made building websites a lot easier. But now there's this thing. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. This is called Bolt. There's a few of these. this allows you to create landing pages, funnels, websites, even apps, although its apps are a bit dodgy. So this is a website that I built for a client, a JKD school in London. So what I can do is I can go into Bolt and say, can you make me a copy of this website, please? Being polite. Click paste, click build now. And it thinks. Now this might take 3 to 5 minutes, so we'll go back to it in a minute. But it should spit out a complete website. So what it does is it goes away and it analyzes the website I've created and works out all the different bits and what it's made up of, and then it just creates a copy of it. So I'm not saying you should copy anyone's website. That's copyright infringement. But what you could do is you can say, I really like how this website looks. Can you create me a website that looks similar to it? And then paste in it. So don't blatantly copy someone's website in entirety. That's a bit rude. But you can now create websites in like 5 minutes. And then tweak them and edit them to do what you want. So let's see how it's doing. It's writing. So we might go back to that in a minute and see what it's spat out. In the meantime, so yeah, Bolt is pretty cool. There are a few other ones like this. It could also create apps. There's a video here again about how to build a website in about 5 minutes, 5-page website using Bolt. So it's pretty crazy, like how far AI has come and how much stuff it can do for us now. That would have taken us, like back in the old days, for me to build a website properly, code it would have taken weeks. And then it got faster and easier. And then certain things like Wix and Squarespace made templated websites a lot easier to do. But now, yeah, you could just build a website just using something like Bolt. Let's see what's happening with it. Oh, it's getting there. It's adding a testimonial section. We'll give it 30 seconds and see what it's done. Have a slurp of tea or coffee, everyone. So this is really good for something like a quick landing page. If you want to create a quick landing page for a promotion or something that you're running. And it's totally customizable. Once it's created it, you can add links, you can add payment buttons, you can add forms, you can publish it so it's on the internet, you can add a custom domain so it's linked to a oh, it started.
Matt, quick question, please.
Yes.
Would I be able to transfer this into my Go High Level CRM, or is this like a standalone system?
I believe it's a standalone system, but you could just ask it, ask ChatGPT whether you can include Bolt in it. So it's created the page, but look what it's done. It's put an owl in the background. That's just weird. So luckily you can edit it. So you can select an area and you can change the background, change it to this and that. But no idea why it's put an owl in there, but weird. But it's basically created like a very similar design to the other website. So if I go to the other websites, you know what it looks like, JKD Hoxton. So I built this. So you got a top section with a image in the background. You've got the logo. You've got the different classes that are on offer, some text, some images. And it's built something pretty similar. So you
On
can get it.
Bolt,
Yep.
so when it's got like book a free trial class, etc. on there,
Yeah.
do you have to put all your information in the settings
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
background like you don't
Yeah,
need
you'd
to
have
come
to,
to
put it
Yeah.
in so it contacted and came to you, yes. But
Love
you
it.
would just edit every single section that you needed to. So you just change the address here, you change the phone number here, you would change the images that are in this section. Well, so it just makes everything a bit quicker to create things like that. Now you could also just use it plain as you can just ask it what you want. So I want to build a landing page for my women's self-defense course. And it will get building that. And then you can publish it and start sharing it. Obviously, you need to edit it. Like I gave it a single sentence there. Really, I should put in its location, who it's for, and a little bit more information, but it will start building that. So these website builders that are like Bolt are now starting to become quite popular, and they're only going to get better and better and better. So that's another AI that you guys can use, and it's not too expensive. I think it's about 20. Let's have a look. Okay, so $25 per month, so about £23 a month. That gets you 10 million tokens a month, which is a lot. And it will basically allow you to create an unlimited number of landing pages or websites. You can use the free account, try it out. But it's not too expensive for what it can do for you. So that is Bolt. Questions about Bolt? Now, it's not the only one. There's lots of AI landing page builders. I just like Bolt because it's really simple. It's just a box.
With Bolt, you still need to get your URLs registered, like the GoDaddy type
No,
approach.
so it will spit you out a domain for your website. www.bolt/ whatever it will give you. So you can just share that. But if you want a custom domain like www.carljackson.co.uk, then you'd need to get that, and you get that through Bolt as well.
Oh, you can get that through Bolt as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you could just host that as a website or a page. It's got all sorts of SEO tools in it, all sorts of things that you can do, but it just creates super quick, easy websites that require no design ability or coding ability. You can just slap up a web page in 5 minutes and start taking payments for things like seminars, workshops, self-defense courses, events, sales, whatever you like. Cool. Yes, Mark.
If you want to connect it to, if you're creating like a mini course, and you're using something like School, for example, could you just connect that to School,
So all
like a landing page?
Yeah, I have no idea. So here's the great thing. Let's go and ask ChatGPT. So
Okay.
any questions that you have, guys, about bits that one I don't know, but it's done the self-defense course. Cool. See, why does it put cinema in there? No idea, but it's just a stock image that you can change. So let's go to chat. So like if you're not sure how things work, or you're not sure if one bit of software will connect with another bit of software, go into your chat GPT and ask it, can I connect Bolt.ai to my school platform? Yes, it's technically possible to connect Bolt to School, but with caveats, and would likely need some custom work. So it's giving you some.
That's great. I mean, it doesn't have to be school specifically, but it's just good to know that it can be connected.
Yeah. So
Cool,
then
thanks.
you can say to it, like, show me how to connect it, and then it can take you through it. But yeah, if you're a bit like not sure this works with that, just ask ChatGPT. It knows already. Any other questions about Bolt? Or there are other website builders available, but I just like the thing with Bolt is, was it gone? I need to get you guys out of the way. I've lost it. Okay, I just like this sort of page, how clean it is. It's just like, what what do you want to build? Okay, I want to build a multi-step funnel to take leads through a trial booking sequence to sign up at my martial arts school. It can do all of that sort of stuff. Try it on the free plan and see how you get on with it. So all of the software that I've been talking to you about today, guys, all have free plans. So you don't need to spend like £20 a month immediately. You can do like a 7, 14, 30-day trial on a lot of them. Try them out. Go, that's not for me. And then try something else. Right, so you all wanted to come on this to learn how to create a digital clone. That's the only thing that sold it to you lot. You were like, yeah, I want a clone, which is really cool. So the software I use to create the videos you saw is called HeyGen, HEYGEN. I do have a code for HeyGen, so if you're going to sign up to it, here we go. Where's my code gone? Oh, maybe I don't. Okay, apparently I don't. So just sign away. But HeyGen allows you to create video avatars. Let me explain how it works. There's two ways of creating an avatar, like a version of you or someone else. You can upload a video or you can upload a photo. The video works way better because it actually captures like your movements, your facial movements, how you blink, how you breathe, how you move your head. So I wouldn't recommend using a photo. I would use a video. And what it'll ask you to do is upload a video in high quality. So you want to film it in 4K, ideally on your phone or something like that. So film yourself in 4K. And it'll ask you to speak to camera for 2 to 5 minutes. This is important. I've been playing with this. You're going to make these mistakes. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to move your head too much when you're talking. So, am I pinned? No, I'm pinned yet. So you'll be talking and you'll be bobbing your head about, and then your AI avatar will bob its head about all the time as well, and it looks really stupid. So try and keep your head kind of in the middle and move your head a little bit as you're talking, but don't like move it massively because that goes into your avatar. Second thing is, in between your sentences, close your mouth. So when you finish a sentence, shut your mouth and then start the next sentence. Because if you chat and you finish a sentence and you leave your mouth open, so does your avatar, and it looks really stupid. So, these are things I've learned through playing with it. So you're going to upload, it'll tell you what to do, upload a video, and it'll give you instructions, speak about something that you're confident in, shut your mouth between each sentence, leave a second between each sentence before you start the next sentence. Try not to move your head around too much. Try be in a well-lit room. All of this, it'll give you all the instructions, right? You upload that to HeyGen. And the next thing it's going to say is, just to make sure you haven't stolen someone else's identity, we need you to switch on your camera and read off the text that's going to appear. And the text is something like, I give HeyGen the right to create a AI clone off of me. Read your small print, guys. If you're not happy being cloned, I have some alternatives. But yeah, make sure you understand how this all works. And then it will give you this. Not Zoom. Idiot. You give it like a couple of minutes and it will create an avatar of you. Bing, like that.
Hey, Matt, your digital twin
Did you see how it did the weird eye thing? The weird eyebrows?
is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also,
so you might need to take 2 or 3 attempts to get the right sort of avatar created. It took me 3 attempts, and then it's been pretty accurate from that point onwards. You can do things like you can edit its look, you can make it a close-up, you can make it a circle, you can half body it, you can increase the resolution, have to upgrade for that, and you can correct the eye contact, meaning that it will, if you were looking away, it will make sure that your eyes are continually looking at the camera. It will do that automatically. So now you've got your AI avatar, you can start creating videos with it. So you go to the create button, you go create in AI Studio. So I've currently got this woman in here, but I can change the avatar. So I just click on the lady and I change it to my avatars. And I change it to the one with the eye correction because I was looking away. And then what I can do is I can resize me. I can change the format of it. I'll have to change it up in a second. And what it can do is create, I can remove, let me go back to the other one. I have no idea why it's made me so small in it. Oh, there you go. Okay. Just need to drag it out. Okay, so I can put myself centered in there. I can remove the background, so I can remove the background in the image. So then I can put any image that I like in the background. So if you wanted to put, you know, in a martial arts studio, in a traditional dojo, whatever, you could upload your own image and put it in the background and create the AI avatar to have any background. And then all you would do is you type a script. So, hey everyone, I'm here with Matt at his AI for School workshop. You need to use punctuation. So if I put a full stop, it's going to pause the video avatar and stop them speaking. A comma puts in a shorter pause. Exclamation mark means it kind of finishes the sentence with an exclamation. So make sure you use punctuation. You can place pauses in there. So you can add like a certain length of pause. You can change how the voice sounds by using the voice director. And on the right-hand side, you've got these other things. So you can add elements like different shapes into the background. You can add different text on the background. You can add music. You can add captions and decide which captions you want and the design of the captions. And you can change the size of the captions to make them bigger or smaller. Templates is cool. So they have set templates that you can use. So you can use some of these and they have landscape templates as well with different avatars that you can use that you can put yourself into. So let's put myself into this one. Oh, products I've used. Lovely. So you see it's changed the avatar. Well, I can put myself back in there. And then make myself smaller. So it's quite intuitive to use. It works quite well. Let me remove my background. And I've been using it for welcoming people to my email list, using it on mitmaster.com to send personalized messages. Like I said in one of my social media posts, I created it in Japanese, so you can put it in any language as well, and it will speak in any language that you want it to do. And I showed my kids and I said, hey kids, I've learned Japanese. And they watched it and they're like, oh, it's amazing, Dad. How do you learn Japanese? So that's my own kids couldn't tell that it was an AI avatar fake of me. So I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but I can tell it, you know, it's most people, it's about 60 to 70% now. People can't tell if it's an avatar or the real person. And bearing in mind, it's only going to get better and better and better, more and more realistic. And in 6 months, none of us will be able to tell whether it's the real person or the AI version of the person. So there's loads you can do. You can translate into 175 different languages. Not that you would want to, but maybe if you're teaching Korean or Japanese to your students, you can edit the text on it. You can edit the background image. You can change it up. You can change the shape of the video. You can resize yourself. Like, it's pretty amazing what it can do. Yeah, really cool. Now, one thing that it can do that you guys may not realize, and so I've created projects. Come on. So like, here's me in a boxing gym in the background. Here's me as a woman.
Hey, it's Matt's other digital twin here. If you aren't
It's weird. I've done it with the breaking news in the background. So they've got all these templates that you can use.
Hey, it's Matt's.
The Japanese one, yeah, you can do all sorts of ones. One thing that you guys might use it for, especially if you teach kids, and I think this is really cool, is go to create an AI studio. No, don't want that. Let's try this again. Create a video. It's going to do it again, isn't it? Yeah, annoying. Okay, maybe it's photo to video. Oh no, I know what
I can turn any photo into a video.
I know what I've done. Sorry, my fault, guys. I was pressing in the wrong area. Is I can create a cartoon avatar. So you go to avatars, you click create new, you say start from photo, you click design with AI, you click new avatar, and then it allows you to cartoon Matt. Shall I pretend I'm a young adult, late middle age, early middle age? Let's go for that. Gender, man. Oh, ethnicity. Let's go white. Appearance. Okay. So I'm a martial arts instructor in my modern studio. Spoke studio wrong. I'm going to go landscape. I'm going to go upper body only. And then the cool bit is you can get to style and it can create a realistic. But I think for if you're teaching kids, you could go with like Pixar. And it's going to create like a cartoon version. I didn't give it many instructions, so I could have specified hair, you know, whether I was wearing glasses or not. But it should create like a cartoon version of a martial arts instructor. And then you can use that to deliver messages to your kids or announcements to the kids or on the mat training to the kids. Still generating its thing. We'll give it a second. And it can create videos up to like 5 minutes. Now, the advantage of using like a cartoon version of yourself is everyone knows it's fake, so it doesn't matter. No one's going to be upset by cartoon Matt delivering a life skills module to a kid, are they? They get it. Like, kids are more likely to watch a cartoon. Whereas if you use your own actual head and people catch you out, it may reduce trust. So bear that in mind. Let's see if it's done it. Oh, it's thinking about it. We'll go back to it in a minute. But the idea is you'll be able to create a cartoon and then you'll be able to storyboard a... Hey! Can you see that, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you can see that. Probably best to do it in the chat because I can't see anything. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can see that. Cool. So which one do we like? I like this guy. So I'm going to choose him. Click save, and he's going to be my avatar for my martial arts school, for my kids program. And then what it's going to allow me to do is create a video using him. And I can choose a...
Can you put your own photo in there, Matt?
Yeah, you can put your own photo and create a digital version of you, yeah, as a cartoon character, yeah. I can choose a voice, I can add a voice. So I could add my own voice, or I could choose a voice. And then I could create various edits of this or start using this in a video. So you would add a voice, you can choose, it's got loads of different voices, British accents, Australian accents, New Zealand accents, any accent you like. So if you think about like life skills training and stuff, what voice has it got? Carson, whoever Carson is, let's try it. Oh, I've got to write first, sorry. Hi, it's Matt Cartoon here. I'm looking forward to teaching you. With HeyGen, it's got different avatars, like ways of presenting the person. This one, avatar 5-6, is more realistic movements, and Unlimited is a little bit more just the head and the mouth moving, so you can edit that. So let's see if it can do it with my poor internet. Okay, so I can preview it. Now it won't move the video, it will just give me the voice. Which I can't hear for some reason. Okay. And then I click generate. I usually want to use, 25 frames per second is fine. 1080p is the standard. It comes out in, you have to upgrade to get it in 4K, of course. Click submit. And what it's going to do is it's just going to get that character to speak. Was it done already? That didn't take long. No, it's not done. Right, we'll go back to it when it's done. So HeyGen allows you to do all sorts of cool things with video, whether you use yourself, whether you use another of their AI avatars, whether you create like a cartoon version of yourself or a cartoon version mascot for your school. But the great thing about it is it means you don't have to create the videos. So, for example, if you got a new member join, you could send them a welcome video using any of the avatars. You could add your avatar to marketing videos that you're putting out. You could create staff training that was just purely generated by the avatar. You just need to type out what you want it to say. If you've not seen students in class for a week, you could send them a missed in class video. You could use it for your news and announcements of what's happening within the school. You could send out weekly training tips using the avatar. It means you don't have to do it. You just get a staff member to type what you want your avatar to say, change the background, and away you go. Questions about HeyGen? Silence. You're stunned into silence. Who's going to give that a little bit of a try? Yeah, I think it's worth having a play with. Like I said, you've got to train your avatar a few times to get it right, but it's getting so good that it's pretty much indistinguishable. And bearing in mind, people don't sit and watch a video focused really intently on what your face is doing nowadays. People like look at it, they glance away, they listen, they look, they glance away. So they're not like totally focused on the screen. But it is going to get a lot better and better and better. Yes, Gavin. Have you got a hand raised or not?
Yes. Sorry, I was just unmuting myself. I just raised my hand because I wanted to ask the question that was prompted when you said sending things out like missed in class, you know, or maybe like a trial video.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to want to personalize those videos as well. And I'm just wondering whether it has the capability to work with smart tags, like merge tags.
It doesn't at the moment, but it should do soon. Yeah. So then you could just upload a list of names and it would create a different video for each name.
Yeah.
Not there yet, but will be soon, I would say. So it's finished my video. Let's see if it worked.
Hi, it's Matt's Cartoon here. I'm looking forward to teaching you today.
Okay, so for some reason it didn't start it at the beginning. Oh, I know why. Duh. I put a 5-second pause at the beginning of the script. So there was a 5.0 tag there. So if you ignore the first 5 seconds.
Hi, it's Matt's Cartoon here. I'm looking forward to teaching you today.
So I don't like the voice. It's a bit serious for kids martial arts, but you get the idea. If you find the right voice, you can basically get it to say anything you like. So I think for like younger kids, this could be really engaging as a way of communicating with them. So give it a try. Yes, Richard.
Not to sound like Gavin.
No.
Not to sound like Gavin, but I had a question also.
Sure.
So let's say, for example, we were to do 20 modules or something, or something or other like that. Can we download that and then upload that to our YouTube channel and then send that via the automations, the link to watch that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Or can we store it on HeyGen and there's a link to the HeyGen? So how could we share it to?
Yeah, you can either keep it on HeyGen and share a link, and then they can access it in HeyGen, or you can download it and put it wherever you like.
Oh, okay, great. So, and the storage capabilities are fine. You can have like up to 100, 200 videos and you just share. Because I know Facebook and I know if some of the other things, they don't like you coming away from them. But if rather than having a YouTube link, you can have it directly to here instead.
That is correct, yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. I didn't want to sound like Gavin and I keep asking questions.
You two got beef. Phoenix Martial Arts. Hello. Unmute. Still muted. Yeah. Hit that button. No, still muted. See if I can unmute you.
I got my iPad as well. Sometimes for some reason I can't, but my my iPad. I've been using HeyGen for a little bit, trying it out before we came with the iMovie. The voice, how do you get your voice on it? Now, obviously, I've had some issues when it comes to just random American people. It's really weird accents, and obviously, when it's my face and a weird voice,
Yeah. So
I do something.
The bit where I created the new avatar and it said add a voice or use one of ours. You click add a voice and then you speak for 2 minutes and it copies your voice.
Yeah, so I've done that because when I first set up it, I had to read a script on HeyGen. Then I'm trying this out, but then it still doesn't send my voice over properly. I didn't know if you had any initial thoughts. I'll play on it, but
oh, that's weird. Let me do a bit of research and find out what the issue might be. That's
amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I tried to send out to the franchise the other day, and it's some really weird American.
Yeah. Hey guys.
But it made them all laugh. It made them all engage. It sort of got them straight on it, so it did the job. But if I want to send it out more permanently, I don't want everybody to sound like the exact same American person just sending it.
Of course, yeah. So, like a lot of you won't use it with your own head on it, but you could use one of the avatars, or you could create like a martial arts mascot for your school, or you could create a cartoon version of you as the chief instructor, and then you could share that out. But it should mirror your voice almost exactly. So I don't know.
Do the voice recording and then play the voice recording behind it, but I want to take out all the
yeah. I'm not sure. I'll try and find out what the glitch is.
Thank you.
Any other questions about HeyGen? Yes, Mark.
What would be the best way to create an avatar of us in our martial arts uniform? Is it best off recording it on site at the academy, you know, with the background in our uniform?
Yeah, because it will copy that. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It does have the ability to change what you're wearing, but I would just wear your uniform, and I would create multiple avatars. So one of you stood in front of the reception, one of you stood in front of the punching bags behind you, one of you, so that you've got multiple ones that you can use for different purposes. Like you might have a welcome avatar that is at the front desk welcoming people. Welcome to the school, here's how we work. So yeah, I would create multiple in your uniform.
And then once you've created that avatar in the academy, can you then turn that into a cartoon?
You should be able to, because you can just use the image as a cartoon.
Okay, great. Thanks.
We are running out of time, guys. I want to get to the sexy bit. We haven't even got to the sexy bit yet. Okay, so that's HeyGen. Give it a try. It's got I think a 7-day free trial or something like that. So have a little bit of play with it. I think it's getting better and better. And I think it has lots of uses for us, especially of things like, I'll change this, like life skills training for kids. I think that cartoon character could work really well. So I'll add that to the list. This video here shows you how to, a 20-minute tutorial on how to use HeyGen that covers how to put yourself into videos and also how to create cartoon characters. It's a good video. So all of that section was about like content creation. This section is about AI for operations, productivity, AI agents and things like that. So you can now use ChatGPT and the other AIs to do things for you. You can create what is known as a custom GPT or an AI agent. They're two different things. Basically, a custom GPT, you can read all of this later. You don't need all of this. The custom GPT is when you currently speak to ChatGPT, you're speaking to the whole of its knowledge base. So billions of pages of the internet, you're speaking to that. When you create a custom GPT, you give it information that's just about you and your school. It will only access that information. It won't go outside of that and make stuff up from the internet. So use cases for you guys would be like if you wanted to create a operations standard operating procedure bot for how your school works for your staff members. So you would create a custom GPT. So you go into chat. Let's get rid of that. and you would click in the box. It's moved. Okay. It's over here. So you go to GPTs, explore, and then you click create in the top right hand corner, and then you just write what you want it to create. I run a martial arts school, and I want to create a standard, I'll call it a SOP, it knows what a SOP is, for running my school. Can you help? Get out the way. And so it's going to have a little bit of think, and then it's going to suggest how to create a standard operating procedure bot for the school. First of all, it's going to ask it for a name. So I'm going to call it MITmaster Ops or something like that. And then it's going to discuss with you. It's going to create a profile picture, and then it's going to discuss with you what you want inside this standard operating procedure. Now, what you can do is when you create the, oh, nice, I like that. I like it. So that becomes the image over here. So what you could do is start uploading stuff now to this bot, this custom GPT, about how your school runs. So if you've got an operations manual, if you've got printed sheets on how to open up, how to sign a student up, how to clean the mats properly, how to deal with a customer complaint, any how-to document that you've got within your business, you can upload it to this custom GPT, and then when your staff access it and ask it a question, how do I refund a customer, it will access your content and give them an answer. Does that make sense? So you could create an operations GPT, you could create a social media GPT, you could create a customer service GPT, you could create all these different GPTs, and these are for your staff to access so that they do what you want them to do, not what they think they should do. So if they can't directly come to you and ask you, what should I do about this problem? You can just say, speak to the bot, and it will tell you what I think you should do. And instead of ChatGPT pulling from the entire internet, it just pulls from your data that you've uploaded. So you do need to put stuff in it, but you can put in things like emails, documents, Zoom transcriptions, whatever you like. You can put it all in, and then, because you know what it's like with operation manuals, no one looks at them, but people are quite happy to speak to a bot to get an answer to their question about how to refund a member. So that's a good use for ChatGPT for you guys. Create a custom GPT and then train it on how your school works. And the more information you add over the longer and longer period, the better it gets. And then give your staff members only access to that GPT. So you can either set the GPT as private, and then someone needs to access it through a link that you give them, or public, anyone on the internet can access it. So let me show you what public GPTs look like. So
Matt, do you mind if I just ask you a quick question on that?
Sure.
Please?
Yeah.
I can't figure out how to raise my hand like the tech wizards that are Richard Canton and David. So just have to interrupt. So we have a lot of our SOP stuff is like screen recordings.
Yes.
For our CRM system and stuff. Does that work? Can we implement that as well?
I'm not sure. Let's ask. Once again, you got a question, can I upload videos? What it might have to be is you might have to upload it to something like YouTube or Vimeo as a private link, and then take the transcription and upload it to the custom GPT.
Can I help you with that, Matt?
Sure.
Google Drive, if you put a Google Drive link in and connect that to that section, it'll reference that.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's awesome because yeah, that's actually where all of our stuff is Google Drive. So that's really cool. Thanks, mate.
There you go. Very nice. Thanks, Paul. So this is a good use for ChatGPT, like creating these custom GPTs that people can access as questions and get a response that's actually your response, not random internet crap. Cool. Right, last bit are agents. So the next level of AI are agents. So a custom GPT can only access its own resources, the information you've given it. It can't think outside the box, and it can't do anything unless it's asked. It's prompted, give me this, it gives a response. An agent is something that can work on its own and do things for you by itself, which is really spooky and creepy and weird, but that's the way the internet and all of this is going. So an agent can do things like manage your admin, it can schedule content on social media and post it for you. It can follow up with leads if you want it to. I wouldn't recommend that. It can answer questions on your website that people might be asking. So it can respond basically and do things on autopilot. I've given some agent roles you can read and use. Look, you can create your own agents within ChatGPT. You need to go into agent mode and create an agent, but it's a lot of work. And to be honest, most of us don't have enough decent business content to create an agent that will reliably do what we want it to do. It's time intensive. So what I recommend is this bit of software. And this is the one I have got a code for. So if you use that code when you sign up, you get a free month instead of 14 days. And I get a free month. So that's what I call a win-win. Which is cool. You get a free month, I get a free month. Everyone's happy. Sintra is amazing because what it is some smart person. Where's my Sintra gone? Oh, it's vanished. Okay, I'll find Sintra. Some smart person has worked out. It's taken all of like the business knowledge on ChatGPT, and oh no, actually it's on Claude, isn't it? On Claude. And uploaded it to this AI. And what Sintra does, and is one of the first things to do, is create 12 different helpers. Can everyone see my screen? Cool. So these are AI agents that can do stuff for you on autopilot. You tell it what you want it to do, and it will do it for you. And then the really cool thing about it is it will come back to you the next day with ideas on how to improve what it's already done or more ideas for your business. It's got these 12 helpers. You've got a business development helper that will help you plan your business, scale and grow your business. It's got a social media helper that will suggest social media content for you and schedule it to go out. So it will schedule content for you to go out on autopilot, so you don't need to do it. It's got a website builder, so it will build a website for you, very similar to Bolt. It's got a customer support person who will answer questions on social media that you might get and can answer it for you. It can also give you ideas for solving customer support problems. It's got a data one that can analyze your business's data and give you recommendations. It's got a virtual assistant system that kind of does the day-to-day handling of day-to-day admin tasks within your business. It's got a copywriter that writes sales pages, social media posts, anything that's written. It's got an email specialist that can connect to your email and sort through your emails, answer emails, draft responses to emails, for you. It's got a talent one that can help you find workers digitally or otherwise. It's got a sales one that can do sales type roles within the business, coming up with sales plans, projections, financials, things like that. It's got an SEO one that can improve your website's SEO ability. And it's got a personal development one that can give you meditations and tips for healthy eating and all sorts of crazy stuff. This has been like a major game changer for me. I've just signed up to a new account so I can show you it because mine's different. But essentially what it does is you upload information to its brain, which is it will analyze your Facebook page, your website, your LinkedIn, your Gmail, whatever you want it to access. It will take pictures from your various websites to use in its social media. It will analyze all your content on your website to create the information for its brain. And basically, it really gets to understand you. The more you put in, the more it understands you. And then the better the results you get from these different agents. So for you to create 12 separate agents to do these 12 different things in your business will take you a long time because they require a lot of training. Some smart person has got these 12 for you. So when you click on one, what can I help you with? So this one is business development. Can you give me some ideas on how to grow? You could speak it as well, by the way. It does have a speech thing. And then it responds based on some of the information I've put into it, along with its own business training and information. And you can edit its responses by clicking the gear icon and make it, currently it's on casual, which is why it went casual, but you can make it sound friendly and relaxed or super chill or very professional. You can vary the response it gives you. You can change the language it gives you. It can search Google for information, or it can use its own database. It can write in different styles, and you can give it custom instructions like, here's the information about my business, use that. But it will start giving you information, and then you can ask it, okay, great. How do I track student progress? And it gives you great information and tips on how to track student progress. And then you can just go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's just the business development one. So you've also got a social media one, a web building one, a customer support one, an email one, a copywriting, a virtual assistant that can do things for you. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I use it. I recommend it. It's saved me so much time. And the really cool thing about Cintra is it gives you, each day you get new recommendations appearing at the top. So when you log in, it's done a bit of thinking about your business and it's gone, do you want to try this? Have you thought of that? This might help. That might help. So that is what is known as agentic AI, agent AI. It's AI that can do a task, think about it, give you recommendations on how to improve it, and then automate, do things for you, like pre-write drafts to emails, schedule social media posts to go out on your channels. It can do these things automatically. Anyone here using Cintra? Gonna give it a go? It's good. It's really, really good. It's trained on like hundreds of thousands of hours of like high level business content. So it's It's really specific for business. Use that code there, because then you get a 30-day trial instead of a 14-day trial. And then there's a video here on how to use every single agent inside of Cintra. It's a series of videos explaining how to use each one and what you can do with each one. Very, very good. You can build an AI assistant yourself, but it's a lot of work. I'd much rather use this because it's faster and it gets better results.
Matt?
Yes.
Can't raise my hand either on that. Sort of supersede all the stuff that you were talking about with the other automated things. Can we just use this and train this up instead of using what was it, the Publer? Would this be
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same number of places it can post like Publer. Publer, like, because it can hit Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and Google Business, is still my preferred one because it hits 5. I think currently Cintra only does 3 of those.
Okay.
But it still does a bloody good job, and it writes social media posts for you based on your content. Yes, Mark.
Matt, with the agent mode, when it does things for you, would it not link to Publer and actually do it for you and schedule it through Publer? Is that just going too far now?
No, because it will need to connect directly to Publer. Unfortunately, not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Eventually it will. Eventually it will connect to any piece of software, but no, they're separate at the moment. So,
Matt, can you sorry, you said it can do the it can build websites.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between that and the other one you recommended? Do they do the same thing, or is it?
It kind of does the roughly same thing. I prefer what Bolt creates. They just look more modern and current. But if you wanted a simple landing page in Cintra to promote something and capture names for a grading workshop or a seminar, then it's good enough for that. But Bolt is kind of like top level quality in terms of what it creates.
Okay.
So you want to think of Cintra like 12 mini employees that kind of do what you want them to do most of the time pretty accurately, but with 100,000 data points of business knowledge combined as well. So they're not like, we all employ teenagers to do stuff, and often they're pretty clueless about everything, teenagers, as we all know. So this is like having those teenagers, but they're super smart teenagers, and they've got access to, Claude Sonnet, which is the highest level of Claude and is super smart. So you can ask it to do things and it will do things for you at a very high level. So let's look at the pricing on Cintra. Oh, you guys are in the way. Oh, no pricing. Brilliant. That's good. I got Black Friday sale. 70% off for Black Friday. Well, that's not too bad. Okay, still not telling me the price, but I believe it's around, wait for it, yeah. So with the 70% off, it's $15.60 per month. So if you think about that, like the level of support you could get from this to do activities within your business and advise you and give you daily support and advice on things that could help you grow your business for 13 quid a month, it's a no-brainer. It can create images, doesn't create videos yet. It can schedule your social media. It can help you plan your business. It can handle customer support problems. It can do everything. It can give you a nice recipe for carbonara. It can do it all. So that's the way AI is going, like something that does everything for you. And for 15 quid a month, it's like, for most of you who run a school, it's a no-brainer, because you just get it and start working and using it. Use my code though, because you get an extra month free. Last bit, with current ChatGPT, you can ask it to set tasks and reminders, and it will message you that you have set a task and reminders. You can say on Monday at 9 a.m, don't forget to check all leads from the weekend to call them, and then it will send you an email to remind you to check all your leads. So you can start using ChatGPT as like an assistant to remind you to do stuff. Sintra does that anyway, but if you're not going to use Sintra, you can use ChatGPT. There's tips here on how to set that up. So all of the stuff that I've talked about today, like ChatGPT, Zapier, Canva, Notion, I haven't included, HeyGen, which is the video avatar, Sintra, altogether is between 80 and 150 quid a month. So you don't need all of it. For most of you, I'd probably focus on Sintra and maybe ChatGPT. Or you might go Sintra, HeyGen, ChatGPT, or Canva, Sintra, whatever. But you're looking at spending 60 to 150 quid a month if you want to kind of use all the bits of software that I've used today. Now, that may seem like a lot of money, but you've seen what it can do and how much it can help you create content and save you time. So I would seriously consider investing in some of those. 3-step action plan. Pick one area to automate within your business this week. So after this, once your head is settled down a little bit, have a little think, what would I like to automate or make happen a lot easier? Don't try and fix everything all at once, and then start using ChatGPT or Sintra to start planning how you can automate that particular area. Social media posting being one major problem for a lot of instructors. Then test a new tool once a month. So maybe explore Canva Magic Studio and spend a month on it. The reason why people don't get very good at using AI is because they jump between different AIs. So they'll be on Canva for 5 minutes, then they'll be on Claude, then they'll be on HeyGen, then they'll be on Keizo AI. Like, try and spend a bit of time on a platform and get your skill set up. And then just try and keep like a note on your notes on your phone or on your laptop of what works, what doesn't work. So then you build out like a structure for your AI development. If you need any help with this, guys, you've got 2 options. Because I'm constantly using AI in my business, and I'm a member of several sort of masterminds on AI. So I can kind of pass the knowledge directly down to you guys. I have one-to-one weekly business coaching, which is, as it says, speaking to me weekly about your school, your problems, and how AI and various other bits of software can help you with that. And generally, we have a good moan up as well. I've got a couple of my clients on here who, the first 20 or 30 minutes is moaning about how shit parents are and why kids are such dicks nowadays. So if you need a bit of that to get that off your chest, you can do that. That's one-to-one coaching with me. I've only got a few spaces because I don't like to do too many of those. And then I have a lifestyle first mastermind. My mastermind's a bit different than the other ones that are out there, because mine is focused on the quality of your life as a school owner, not so much on scaling to 2,000 members, but more about how you're feeling about your school. Are you comfortable with the direction it's going? Do you have plenty of free time? Do you have spare energy? Are you enjoying your day-to-day work? That's way more important to me than having 800 members. So that's how I run my mastermind. It's more focused on improving your life through your school rather than your school dominating your life. So both of those links are in the guidebook that I'll send to you. After this, I'm going to send you the recording, that manual that you can go through or give to a team member to go through, along with all the extra bonus videos and your 50 prompts and access to my marketing GPT that's got my marketing knowledge that you can ask questions to. Yes, Mark.
Just going back to the ChatGPT personalization,
Mhm.
are you able to have personalization for two businesses on the same on the same sort of account?
You know what I'm going
So
to say?
ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know for Sintra, because you can add custom GPTs to each individual agent, you can personalize each individual agent. So this one's going to be focused on this one's going to be focused on this, and put different information on each. But I'm not sure about ChatGPT.
Okay, I'll probably try Sintra then, because what I want to do is I want help with my martial arts academy,
Yeah.
but then I do coaching on the side as well, but it's not martial arts coaching. So I need two different
Yeah. So Sintra
assistants.
I explained to Sintra that I run 3 businesses, like an online martial arts business, a coaching business, and another business. And it understood that I had 3 different directions and it can take the information in 3 different ways. So
is that on Sintra?
Yeah. So you could, in the business development bot, say, I'm now talking about my online business. Give me advice for that part of it.
Great. And like Gavin just said on the message, you could always create a chat as well in ChatGPT and, create a custom chat, couldn't you, for a separate?
Yeah, for a separate.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Gavin.
if I can jump in, sorry. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. So I create a specific project, and within that project's instructions, the same as the overall business instructions that you've got within your account settings. Within the project, you just set the same criteria for it to act as however you want it to for the specifics of that business. I do that. It works fine.
Right.
So in
Brilliant,
ChatGPT, they have what is known as projects now, which are like siloed versions of ChatGPT, where you can just put information about a specific project and it stays within that project. It doesn't like go into other areas. So yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Cheers,
Brilliant.
Paul.
Thanks.
So 6 minutes before I finished early. Nice. Competition. Don't forget, if you do a post saying I'm doing a bit of AI with Matt at the moment and I've learned a thing or two, I'm going to randomly choose someone and then I'm going to give them their money back. So you need to tag me in that post. If you're going to do it, you've got 5 minutes left to do that. And then someone's going to get their money back from today. If you found it useful, if you wouldn't mind just, saying something on social media that you found it useful today. We did this 2 years ago. There were many less people on it live, and also ChatGPT didn't have a memory back then. You couldn't set up projects. It couldn't create images. It was like so that's 2 years ago. How far it's come. If we do this again next year, it would have jumped on leaps and bounds as well. So this might be a yearly thing, guys, where I just do a once a year. Here's what I've learned on AI type thing. But hopefully you found it useful. So if you did just do a post on social, that would be appreciated by me. I'll get the recordings to you. I'll get the guidebook to you. I'll get the custom GPT to you, and your 50 AI prompts for martial arts schools to you as well. Any questions before we jump off, guys?
Probably requires a longer answer, actually, Matt, but there was talk of training like the Google AI to maximize your exposure on Google.
Yeah, so there is a section in the guidebook that I skipped over because we were running out of time. But it's all in there.
All right.
So basically, now people are searching Google, but they're also going straight to ChatGPT and searching things like, what's the best martial arts school in the area? Which is crazy. My wife doesn't really use Google anymore. She goes straight to ChatGPT and asks it, because Google gives you 10 options. ChatGPT gives you here's who I think's the best, like gives you like one answer. So yeah, you need to make sure that your website is set up in a way that encourages it to show up on AIs. And inside the manual is how to do that. So it's all included in there, Carl. But I ran out of time and needed to show you the sexy stuff because that's you guys like the sexy stuff. Any other questions before we jump off? Well done for surviving 3 hours of AI, guys. I know it's a lot, and hopefully your brains are like, whoa, that's so much. So you just choose one thing to go and work on, make it part of your daily operations, your business. Don't forget you've got the business plan created by ChatGPT. You can start going through, you can start asking it questions. You could upload that into Cintra and ask it for its opinion on it and use that as well. If you need any help, you can message me on Facebook. Obviously, I can give you a hand if you want one-to-one coaching on anything to do with martial arts, business, and AI and related subjects. I can do that. I also have the mastermind if you're looking to just get help with your school in general.
What was your code for Cintra, Matt?
Good question. Let's have a look. I gotta find it.
Because I'm not sure it was a 0 or no. I've raised it, but it's not working.
I think it's a 0. XGS0H. See if that works.
Is that capitals or small case?
All capitals. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, if I minimize that, then yes.
So
yeah, okay.
That's the code there. I'll drop it in the chat. So that'll make more sense. Let me drop that in the chat. Yeah, so AI is crazy, eh? Like what it can now do. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So I've dropped the code into the chat, guys. Hopefully that should work. If it doesn't, no, don't worry about it. Questions in the last minute, because I've got to go and pick up my kids from school. So got any questions? Are we all good? Right. If you found it useful, do a post. If you didn't find it useful, don't do anything, please. I'm going to choose a name afterwards. So if you've done a post, I'm going to randomly choose one of you, and then I'm going to give you your money back, and then I'm going to let everyone know who won. Cheers, guys. I'll get the recording to you probably tomorrow, along with all the bits and pieces, because I've got to do family stuff now for a bit. See you later. Bye, guys. Thanks very much. Thanks for sticking through it. Appreciate it. Cheers, everyone. If you had a good time, do a little social for me. I'd appreciate the support. Bye.